go. Guys, today I'm going to talk to you about what I purchased on Amazon. It's from CanadianStudio. It's a 2400 watt digital video continuous softbox lighting kit. Now this kit had a boom set for the top light, and it also had the green screen. For an extra $20 I figured I'd get the green screen. I probably will use it and have fun with it. For extra $20 I said, hey, why not? It was good, and plus it was free shipping from Amazon here in Canada. So let me show you real quick what it is. Let's back up the camera. Okay, so let's open up the big box. To be truthful, I've already opened it. It's a big box. So CanadianStudio, photo and video and audio, they're on Amazon. They got a lot of cool stuff. And this was only $219. So for $219 Canadian, you get a lot of stuff. So little book of instruction, what comes in the box. And then you have a whole bunch of different tripods, of different... Now, some people told me that the tripods weren't that good of quality. Keep in mind, for the whole kit for $200, this is not industrial, so it's not meant to be used commercially. It's to use in the home, and to me, that's going to be good enough. Like, it's going to be a lot of fun playing with this. I'm going to set it up, light up the back here when I'm doing some live stream. So I got a whole bunch of legs. These should be, I believe, the lights. Yes, they are. There's a lot of lights. A lot of lights. One light. Because I believe every light had 4, I think, of them. So that's a lot of light bulbs. It's 2400 watts of them. There's a lot of lights. Well, like I mentioned, the kit was $220. For $199 I could have got just the 3 lights, but I decided for an extra $20. What the heck. So this is the head that actually goes onto it. So you put the 4 lights onto here, and it does seem to have 2 different switches. So you probably can go half brightness, so I'll have to play with that. And it actually has a fuse, so that's kind of cool. The mount at the back, you can actually mount it directly on it, or actually sideways. So there's a bunch of different ways that you can actually mount this. So it's going to be interesting. And in one of the light socket, they actually have a fuse, a spare fuse. So I'll have to put that somewhere. So again, this kit, I have 3 lights. And I also have some clips, some alligator clips. Rawr, rawr. And I have my green screen. So that's going to be interesting to play with. They had another kit that you actually have more backdrop. You have the white, the black, and I believe a blue, and the green. So you had 4 backdrop. But that one was way more in cost. So I guess the fabric is costing them a lot of money. So this is another one that comes in a bag. We'll open up that one in a sec. See what's in this one. I have just a straight bar. I have to figure what that one is. And a whole bunch of different bags. So here's a clamp. I believe this is probably for the bar on top. That's interesting. So these are the rest of the stuff. Some of the stuff. Boxes. Covers. And last but not least, in this big giant box, we have, throw that away, a bag to put everything in it. So it's a big square bag about the size of the box to actually put everything away on it. Tony was telling me, from CCXRC, was telling me that in the beginning, he was packing everything away every time he was using it. And at the end he said, well, never mind that, that's too much work. So he just puts it in a corner instead of putting it back in the bag. It's pretty small here, so doubtful I'll be doing that, keeping it out. Maybe 1 or 2 lights, we'll see. So should be interesting. So there's 3 bags like this. These are the bags for the lens and the diffuser that actually goes onto here, onto this thing. Yes, sir. So little rods and a whole bunch of different stuff. So let me put one together for you guys and show you how it looks like. Okay, there we go. The light is fully assembled and it looks pretty good. And it has 4 lights in it and they're pretty bright. And they are energy saving. And they shouldn't become too hot like most studio lights. So these are 45 watts, 5500K lights. So nice and bright for video. So it's pretty cool. The shroud that goes around it, the square ones and the one that stays on all the time are for video. If you get one with an umbrella, those are the flash. Those are for photography, so be careful when you're buying them. This one has 2 high and low settings. It also has a shroud in the middle of it to help the dispersion of the lighting, and also has a outer one. So when you actually turn on just one of them, you get this brightness, and then when you turn on the other one, you get twice as bright. So these should be really cool, and I'll set up the other 2, well, probably just 1 for now, and maybe we'll set up all 3. And I'll put them on the side here, and we'll do a before and after comparison with and without lighting, just to see what it looks like. So it's pretty neat, pretty interesting, very light to play with, but I can see how it's going to be awkward to actually store them, take them apart and store them every time. It is a little bit time consuming, but not that much to actually put them together. So let me build the other ones and see what it looks like on video. There we go. This is with 2 lights actually lit up. I was setting this up, the third one. Third one does have the arm. That's the wheel and the spare arm that I had. One thing I noticed that when I was actually bringing it out, this thing is so heavy at the end that it was actually tipping. So I need sandbags down on the bottom. So as I was cleaning up, I found this little tiny bag. And I go, what the heck is this for? Another thing. So finds out that they did supply you with 2 sandbags. The sand is not in it. I live in Canada. Winter it's kind of hard to get some sand, but I did have some because we have ice here, so we put it on the ice so we don't slide. So basically, they do supply you with 2 sandbags. It does have a little nut that you put at the back of it to help with the weight. So right now we're set up with 2 lights. Let me set up the third one right on top here and see what that gives us. Right? There we go. All 3 lights are lit up. I got my center light and I have my 2 lights that are pretty much on a 45-degree angle from me, and that 1 light that's on top of me. So this gives me, I think, perfect lighting. So the only thing left out of the box is actually, oh, this is actually nice and bright to actually do some work also, is the backdrop for the green screen. And for this, I'm going to keep this for another video. I just wanted to show you this main package. Hope it helps you in your decision. Also, when you put them together, please put the lights in there before you put the hood. I put it all together, and then I started putting the third one on, and I realized, man, I forgot to put the lights. But one good thing that they have and they thought of is at the back, you actually have Velcro. And even though you have the shroud on it, the two shrouds, you don't have to take it all apart to put your lights on or to change a light. You can just open up that Velcro and change a light. So it's really helpful, and they've really thought of a lot of good things. And also that center light, when you're putting out the boom arm, make sure you set the boom arm pretty much 50-50 when you're sticking it out. In other words, don't push it all the way and hope the bags are going to hold it and it's right against the tripod. Do bring it out. It does have an extension to bring it out farther. So in other words, it should be a little bit more than 50% is good. But it all depends also how much weight you put in those sandbags. So I hope this was helpful for you guys. I know this really is going to help some of my videos, especially when I do a build video. I'm going to have the top light right on top here and the two side lights. So hopefully it will not create any shadows for you guys when I start doing some build videos. And also some reviews. When I'll be sitting down, I'll bring the lights down and I'll be experimenting with half on, half off, and so on. So like I said, hopefully this was helpful for you guys. Thanks for watching. If this helped you, give me a thumbs up. And if you need any more instruction video of how to actually put the shroud on, or if you want more explanation on something, please let me know in the comments below. And also let me know in the comments below if this helped you. Thanks for watching.